Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Giants. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. They bring Thomas in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. He lost it, deep left. Got his man, Thomas has it. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Etienne. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Lawrence working from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. This makes it up to the 25.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Dart starting with a pass here. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, here's Dart. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scatterby on the ground. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. That's going to tuck it and run. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Darts out of the shotgun. This one's caught. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
At the 1-yard line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Tracy does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
There's no question that offensively you're disappointed when you're in these goal to go and you go backwards. But this is one of those situations, Kate, where I got to give a tremendous amount of credit to that defense, that surge, that want to, that leverage to not just stop them at the point of attack, but knock them 2 yards backwards.
There's another for him. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Backed up just a bit. Here's another 2nd and goal. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Darius Slayton. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
4th down, and on comes the Irishman, June McIntomney, for the Giants field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. McIntomney's kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First call here coming from the shotgun. On play action now, Lawrence. He's smartly won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Out of the gun, Lawrence. But he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Lawrence throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with the touchdown. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hits him on the end route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A handoff to Tracy. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They get 28 out of that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
At the 17-yard
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's Scatterbull on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Darks looking at this third and long. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. So now that we've sorted that flag out, we've arrived at the end of the first. 7-3 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. And they are passing on the field goal attempt. They're going for this on fourth down. Throwing this back in the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And I think we all saw their shoulders slump in unison when they saw that flag come out. They knew what that call was going to be.
And if he could, you know he'd dig a hole 10 feet under and go hide in it. You do not want to be the guy who gave this drive new life.
So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. Tracy reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a second quarter lead. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 3. Mikatami all set now for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Dive play straight ahead. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Putting a receiver in motion. On On second down, it's Etienne. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing is Lawrence on third down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Gunnar Olszewski will return it for the Giants. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 now. Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and just 2 to go. The counter give to Tracy. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. This is going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
How many times, Kate, how many times do we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing? We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They go play action. Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completed over the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Etienne gets it on the draw. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Etienne again. They'll cobble together a yard there. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Logan Cook on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's start now. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss to Tracy. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it after the penalty. He makes the 25. And he's finally brought down at the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did, yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds the in route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad. My fault. Quarterback delivers him a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. To throw, here's Dart. Complete left side to Robinson. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Bronk. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll go, it's Tracy. And he's tackled, but not before he picks up that 1st down. But hang on, Bronk, hang on. They're going to have to survive that penalty flag first. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt.
For the Giants.
And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling like a great boxer. You never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to ETN. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Jaguars into punt formation. Back deep is the former All-Pro. That's Gunnar Olszewski. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Giants offense all set to get started. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Darts. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
3rd and long for him here. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Jaguars going on offense one final time in the opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. He's going to tuck it and run. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Short pass brought in. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He'll throw it. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Drive starts with an option, right side. Will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
At the 45-yard line.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Robinson in motion right. On the handoff, this is Tracy. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. A draw now. This is Tracy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. A handoff to Tracy. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this third down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. It's on target to Johnson. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's Tracy on 1st down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give to Tracy up the middle. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Now Dart. And he's not going to escape this. The Jets drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
4th down, and on comes the Irishman, June Mikitomney, for the Giants field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Mikitomney's kick is good, and that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Mikitomney all set now for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll run here, following the penalty. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Trying to get it with the option here. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought in that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yes, a smaller gain on the stat sheet with that counter run, but it does diversify their run game portfolio. Makes those guys, and especially the edge defenders, think a little bit. And Kate, I've told you once, I'll tell you 100 times, I love the play action that comes off of that same counter run action.
They get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Once with it on first. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Here's ETN on first down. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Oh, he put way too much on that one block. Over the end zone and out. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
A 43-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. One play action with Dart. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. It's Tracy on second down. They're working a couple yards past the line. Ventrell Miller making that play.
Ventrell Miller on the stop. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here goes Dart to the air. Oh, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A 4-yard loss.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The Giants are set to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Completed over the middle. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch, so give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46.
It's a gain of 10.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. ETN again. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Got his man, Thomas has it. And they get this down to the 28.
Thomas Jr. A gain of 12. And the Jaguar 1st down.
So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end in motion now. Counter give to ETN. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lawrence looking to throw. Here comes the screen for ETN. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Lawrence throwing here. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
On my play sheet, Kate, I've got draws and screens in the same area. Those are the areas you want to attack a defense when they're getting too far upfield. That defense got upfield, and that draw did the rest.
1st down, ball at the 36. Motion man right is Slayton. The counter give to Tracy. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Dart from the pistol. He keeps it and takes off. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Now Dart's going to the air. Screen here for Scatterboot. Escapes a defender. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Here's Tracy once more. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
They send a man in motion. They'll try again with Tracy. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Dart's back to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown, lost.
On comes Jude McAtomney for a pretty important kick. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
McAtomney all set now for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. And Pete Carroll was there. If he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. The offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Going on 1st down. It starts. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that 1st down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there. That's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
At the 36-yard line.
To Tracy. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
That's good for a Giants. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 13. Now he takes it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Back to throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. First call here coming from the shotgun. Setting up to pass. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here he is to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And now it's 3rd down.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass. And the receiver, do your job.
To throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And it's 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
That's cut beyond the marker. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Back to throw. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw it. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too. Yeah. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
A gain of 19 yards. And
so the Giants come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.